Hi, I'm Balaji Sampath. I did my BTech from IIT Madras in 1994 and then I went to the US to the University of Maryland to do my PhD in Communication Systems Engineering. During my school days and my IIT days, there are a lot of slums near my house. So I would keep observing how poor people lived, the daily struggles, and I felt I must do something to help them. I actually did nothing at that point, but when I went to the US, this thought kept nagging me. I kept wondering, how is this research that I'm doing on mobile cell phone technology actually going to help somebody living in a slum or a village? So in the middle of my PhD, I took off 2 months and I traveled the length and breadth of India. I went to different villages, stayed there, observed people's lives, talked to them. I went to West Bengal, went to Bihar, went to Andhra Pradesh, Tamilnadu, and then I decided that this is something I would like to do all my life. I wanted to work in villages. So I went back to the US, did my PhD, completed it, and immediately after that I came back in 1997 and I started an organization called Aid India, mainly focused on education and rural development. I would like to talk to you about 3 projects that we do in Aid India. The first one is the education work that we do. We work with children from extremely poor families. Divya and Harini, this is their house, and they attend our Eureka school that we run in a village called Anaikat, and they are now aspiring to become IAS officers, and one of them wants to be an engineer. A huge amount of aspiration has been built through our education work like this. We also do a lot of after school evening classes. This is a tribal hamlet in Serakkanur village, and this is Mani, who is conducting this class outdoors just outside his hut. Now, in this hamlet, when we started the work, nobody had even gone up to 9th standard. Today, a lot of children are hoping to go to college. How does this kind of education make a difference? Basically, one, we provide a lot of very interesting, well-researched educational materials that gets them to master skills. We train teachers to conduct group activities like this. We conduct a lot of science experiments using locally available materials. These experiments are not just fun. They not only help the child learn science, it gives the confidence that you can understand the world. A library doesn't need a building, doesn't need racks of books. It needs a bag with lots of story cards. 3,000 villages today have libraries like this. It builds a huge amount of excitement when children want to start reading. We are now using a lot of technology tools to train children in advanced skills in mathematics as well as English. Every part of our education program is measured very carefully. Here is one of our teachers who is measuring using the skill chart. She is trying to track the level of each child in each skill. If a child is lagging behind, we conduct extra sessions to make sure the child learns. And once the child has learnt a particular skill, they get a certificate like this. We call these the I can certificate. I can read, I can subtract. This certificate gives a huge confidence to the child in terms of their learning ability as well as learning potential. Today, our education program has impacted 20 lakh children. Another important project that Aid India does is constructing homes for homeless families. This is Sudha. She works as a coolie laborer in other people's farms. Her monthly income is 2,500 rupees. With that small income, she supports herself, her child, and her parents. She's been living in this tiny hut for over 20 years. Our team worked with her to construct a Pakka house like this. Do you know what is the cost of a house like this? 1.8 lakh rupees. With 1.8 lakh rupees, you can transform a hut like this into a house like that. But that is not it. It transforms her entire life, her family's life. Today, she has huge aspirations for her child. She's sending the child to school. She's not just sending the child to school, she's saving up for the child. The very first thing that she bought was a bureau. When we asked her, why did you buy a bureau? She said, earlier I could not save. There was no safety. What will I save for? Now I want to save for my child. She started saving money. She started buying clothes for her child. So there is a huge hope for the future, and that is what this project does. In every village that we have worked, we have seen this transformation, not just from huts to homes, but also transformation in the aspirations of people. what they start hoping for. We have so far built 493 homes. We are reaching about 500 soon, and we hope that in the next couple of years, we will reach about 1,000 homes that we can construct. There are already 5,000 people who would like us to construct Pakka houses because they have seen what kind of houses we are able to provide them with, and there is a huge amount of demand for a project like this. But in every step that we are doing this, we see that transforms the lives of the family and provides an amazing amount of enthusiasm and hope for the future. Our team has been working with some of the poorest families to help them rebuild their livelihoods. This woman is from the blind colony in Sirumalai village. Our team helped her set up a flower shop, and now she is earning an income through that. Vijaya lost her job during the COVID lockdown, and our team helped her set up a idli shop, and that now supports her. This is Jyoti. She was going through a very difficult time in her life, and our team helped her set up a street shop like this, and the income from this supports her and her entire family. This livelihood program has now provided support like this to more than 3,000 poor families, and now they are earning an income through this. I want to end with a small personal story. When I started Aid India, I was looking out for where should I start our first project. IIT was a familiar place. Just behind IIT, there is this huge area called Tharamani, and there's a very large slum there. So I decided I'll start an education center in Tharamani slums. So every day I would go there and start conducting classes. My first student was Selvarani. She was affected by polio. She was in the 6th standard at that time. Her mother would carry her to school and bring her back. But when I started teaching, I realized Selvarani was super bright. She was quickly picking up English and mathematics. I really enjoyed teaching her, and we would also talk about a lot of other things as well. I became very close to her as well as her family. I got a shock when in the 9th standard her mother told me that she's going to pull her out of school because now she was becoming too heavy to carry and bring her back. So I had a big argument, and then finally she said, okay, she will take her on a cycle and take her to school. And so Selvarani completed her 12th standard. Again, her mother said, no, she can't put her through college because college is very far away. So I said, we'll get her a bike, and then we bought her a bike, a 3-wheel bike. And so Selvarani joined college, did her BCom, then she did her MCom. And after that, suddenly she told me, Anna, I want to come and join you. I want to help you out with Aid India. So she became our accounts person for a while. At that time, I told her, you please continue preparing for competitive exams. So she wrote her bank clerical exam, cleared that. Then she wrote her bank manager's exam, cleared that. Today, I'm very proud to say that she is a bank manager at the Indian Overseas Bank. And she's not just supporting herself, she's supporting her parents, she's supporting her brother and sister's children. Everybody else around her thought that they will have to support Selvarani, and today Selvarani is supporting everybody else around her. That is the transformation quality education can bring.